Hey everybody, I hope you are all doing well after Christmas and enjoying the holidays. I wanted to first start off by saying sorry in the absence of kind of more one-off videos or editorials. Things have been kind of crazy if you haven't been paying attention. The wife and I got very sick and we are finally getting over it. But that is not what this video is about. This video is about Shin Megami Tensei Network reaching a new milestone with episode 200, which is a little over 2 weeks away, and I need your help. Or, more importantly, I guess, instead of saying I need your help, I want to kind of make this a call to action if you want to be a part of episode 200. So, Shin Megami Tensei Network has always been, first and foremost, a community to me. But wrapping around that community has been this podcast I've been doing since 2012 with either friends, guests, people in the industry, or anyone I can drag on here. And I have loved having all sorts of different voices and features in this community podcast. So for episode 200, I've had a lot of different plans. I've thought a lot about different things I could do. And one of the biggest things that kind of came up to me is thinking about what SMTN means to me, which at the end of the day is really wrapped around, obviously, Shin Megami Tensei, Persona, and Atlas games, but I thought what would be a really good way to kind of break it down into its easiest form. And I came up with this either kind of dumb hashtag, you guys can let me know, or just kind of phrase of SMT to me. And obviously, SMT, some people think that does classify Persona, some people don't, but for the sake of argument with SMTN episode 200, SMT to me is basically going to be a way to feature as many people's voices, hopefully, as possible, and I want all of you to get involved. I want to tell the world, with all of your help, what SMT means to so many different people all over. So, obviously, I can't invite everyone onto the podcast and let them talk as long as they want. So the plan is this. You can either reach out to me through the SMTN email, which is SMTNfaithful, FAITHFUL, at gmail.com. Yes, it is a total blatant ripoff of Atlas Faithful. But you can send either in video form, audio message, you can send me an unlisted YouTube link. Basically, any way you want to send this audio message, video message for the podcast, you can email it there. If you want, the DMs are open on Twitter at SMT Network. You can do it that way. If you are part of the SMTN Facebook group, you can post it there and tag me. You can send me a message on Facebook. You can send the Facebook page, Shin Megami Tensei Network, a message. There are tons of ways to get a hold of me. You can even send it to the Discord. I'll make a new channel there, so if people want to just drop their SMT to me messages, let the world know what you think. So, kind of going back to what is SMT to me. I don't want it to just be, how did I get into the series? I don't want it to be, what's my favorite game? What's my least favorite game? What game means the most to me? SMT to me, I want you all to sort of have creative liberty. Talk about a moment. Talk about something that comes to mind when you think about SMT. Talk about how it may have affected your real life. Talk about how it may have shaped your future or even actions going forward. Talk about what you might think of SMT in the past compared to now. You guys have total creative liberty. The only limitation I have is obviously try and get it in before the next week and a half, just so I can include these all into episode 200. So just know there is a deadline. The episode is planning on going up within the next 2 weeks. So for everyone watching this video or seeing this message, just try to get these all done and recorded by January 7th at the very, very latest. But obviously, if you need time, let me know. I don't want to push back the episode more than it already has been, but I also don't want to get a inferior product out there. So besides the deadline, the only other thing I want to ask is try to keep it as short as you want, and I don't really want to be like too harsh with the timetables, but because I would like the episode to flow as naturally as possible, I'm going to ask you try and edit yourself down to at least 2.5 minutes or 3. If you want to go really, really long, just know that I might have to edit down if it goes long. If you feel like you've got a really, really passionate story and you want to tell it and you can't keep it within the confines of about 3 minutes, I totally understand. Trust me, you're talking to a guy who does weekly podcasts almost that go like over 2.5 hours, so I very, very much get it. So try and keep it short if you can. If you just have to tell this grand epic story, please send it. I want to hear. I want to make this episode stupid crazy long. I want the world to know what the members of Shin Megami Tensei Network think of SMT and what it means to them in all sorts of different ways. So let me know what you think of this idea. If you want to hash it out, you can talk to me in the comments, on Twitter, on Discord, on the Facebook group. There are tons of ways to get a hold of me and different community members. Just remember, try and get this all done and recorded and sent to me by January 7th. That is the cutoff date. Either way, guys, this was meant to be pretty much a short video. I hope it makes sense. Help me make episode 200 of SMTN the greatest it can possibly be. I want to hear from as many of you as possible, so I will see you all later. Thank you all for the help. Thank you all for the support. Have a great rest of your holidays, and I will see you all later.